Okay, welcome back, guys. Today we're going to take a look at this killer riff from the band Pretty Maids. The song's called Future World from the album of the same name. Now, if you don't know Pretty Maids, this was their second album, came out in 1987. And this song, I remember seeing this on Headbangers Ball on MTV back in the day and just being blown away by the way the keyboards interacted with the guitars, and it was a different sound than I was used to, and I loved the melodic nature of the songwriting. Bought the album and was not disappointed. It's a great album from top to bottom. Make sure, if you're not familiar with this album, Future World from Pretty Maids, check it out. And come to find out later on, they had other stuff. So there was an album before this, and then they've been active up until very recently with new material. So great band to check out if you haven't before. We're going to take a look at this riff here. I'm going to show it to you. It's a little tricky to play. It's good for your inside picking, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to get through all the details in just a minute. So before we go there, make sure and check down below in the description for my free sweet picking guide. My free gift to you, and you can check that out. Download it. It's got cool exercises and files and even a backing track on there. And I've just recently opened up a Patreon page, and that's where you can find the tab for this, okay? And so there'll be PDF tab, Guitar Pro, and a backing track, even for the riffs here. So I'm going to show you the main riffs of this song, and maybe later I'll do the solo too, because it's a really cool solo. But we're just going to focus on the main riffs today. You can get the tab and all that great stuff over at Patreon. See the link in the description below. Hope to see you over there on the inside. Alright, so let's get started on this. It's in the key of A in standard tuning, and it just starts with this A note at the 7th fret. But it kind of has a little vibrato going on there, and it's a pinch harmonic. And then right after that, so you're going to hit it once, then hit it again, and try to get a pinch harmonic on that first note with some vibrato. And then you hit it again, and then we're going to go up to the 8th fret on the D string, and we're going to go back and forth between the A string. So as you can hear, we're playing different notes on the D string, but we're coming back to that A string. So the notes are, we'll start from the beginning. 7th fret, 8, 5, 7, and then back to 7. So it goes every time it comes back to the 7th fret, it goes to the 5th fret first. It's actually harder to explain than it is just to play it. So let me play it slow a couple times. Okay, now what happens here is in the very beginning it does this. And that's just a G5 chord. 5th fret on the D, 7th fret G. Hit that twice. Pause and then hit it again. And then start the riff again. Again, so you hit the G5 twice. Now this time the drums kick in and everybody's in with the band, including the other rhythm guitar. We start with this little lick. And that's just 7, pull off to 5 on the G, 8 D, and then you're into the riff. Okay, now we're into the main riff, so we're gonna hit the G twice and come back to a low G. Hopefully that makes sense. So we're just hitting the G5 twice, jump all the way down, and this is just 3 and 5 on the low E and the A. And then this little lick. Ending of it, we're going to play an F5 up on the 8th fret and 10th fret on the A and D. These chords are all the A and D, D, E, A. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play through the whole intro bit. Right after that's where the verse comes in. So here's the whole intro bit. It's getting ready to kick in. Here comes our little lick. Notice how the chords are pushed there on the upbeats. Up. This whole riff is actually kind of syncopated. It means there's a lot of upbeat. So if you try playing along with the click on the downbeat, it's going to feel a little bit funny to you. Okay, so just a fair warning on that. If you try to play this with a metronome or something like that, it's a little bit tricky, but focus on those upbeats and you'll get it. Hope you enjoyed that. Super fun riff. Really good for the inside picking. I forgot to mention that. Inside picking because you're playing down on the 7th fret on the D string and then you're coming up on the A string. And that's how I play it. Maybe you could do it all with downs. I think that'd be really... It'd probably give me an aneurysm trying to play all that with downstrokes. Or you could reverse it and start with an upstroke, but I doubt that's the way that they play it. So we're going and you can kind of see how that's just going in between the strings there, which is inside picking, which can be a little tricky, so you might need to work up to that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Make sure and grab that sweet picking guide down below, and hope to see you over at Patreon as well for the tab and the backing track. And if not, I'll see you on the next video. Right on. Rock on.